ओरिएंटेशन इज लॉक्ड है, लॉक्ड है।
बीबीएस स्कूल करना है क्या सर?
5:37 पे लाइव होगा ये, इन्होंने शेड्यूल करा हुआ है। हैं?
बीबीएस पे सर्च करना है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, ये रहा 5:37 पे होगा लाइव। आ गया बढ़िया।
कौन सी तो रुपया का दिया है 500 500 रुपये यूट्यूब का दिया है 500।
Very soon we are going to start the best of the evening, which is being designed and dedicated for all our beloved alumni. I request everyone to please take their seats respectively.
भैया की रिकॉर्डिंग तो आ गई, वो तो गई हम।
डिवाइस रोटेट करो नहीं ऑप्शन बोलिए ना।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the much awaited Bikaner Boys School Alumni Meet 2025, the reunion. With a huge round of applause, I, on behalf of the BBS family, welcome all the dignitaries, the reverend fathers, sisters, all the dear alumni and their family members. All those who can hear me, let's have a huge round of applause for each one of us. Those who are standing at the back are requested to please take their seats. I request Bhaskar sir and Vatsal sir to please do the needful. It fills our hearts with joy to see this hall brimming with the same energy, the same spirit, and the same bonds that tie us all to one name, BBS. And I think it is a great moment to have that thing, like we used to say, for our Bikaner Boys School. We can have one more round of applause, a bit louder this time. Here, every student is encouraged to explore their potential, igniting a spirit of curiosity and creativity. Our classrooms are vibrant spaces where learning is not just about textbooks, but about real-world experiences that shape future leaders. Beyond academics, BBS serves as a platform for building confidence, teamwork, and resilience through sports and activities. We cherish the bonds formed here, knowing that that each friendship enriches our journey. Together, we are more than just a school. We are a family committed to nurturing dreams and shaping a brighter tomorrow. At Bikaner Boys School, we believe in the power of education to transform lives. Here, every student is encouraged to explore their potential, igniting a spirit of curiosity and creativity. Our classrooms are vibrant spaces where learning is not just about textbooks, but about real-world experiences that shape future leaders. Beyond academics, BBS serves as a platform for building confidence, teamwork, and resilience through sports and activities. We cherish the bonds formed here, knowing that each friendship enriches our journey. Together, we are more than just a school. We are a family committed to nurturing dreams and shaping a brighter tomorrow. Now, you may wonder why the 6th of September? Why today? Well, this day carries with it a story of courage, sacrifice, and inspiration. It is the birth anniversary of one of our bravest alumni, Shahid Major James Thomas, born on 6 September 1976 here in Bikaner, and educated at this very school. Major James Thomas went on to serve the nation with extraordinary courage. He led operations in the Poonch sector and made the supreme sacrifice in January 2006. For his gallantry, he was awarded the Kirti Chakra, India's second highest peacetime gallantry award. And so, with pride in our hearts, we have decided that every year, 6 September will be celebrated as Alumni Day in his memory, because truly, what better way to honor our heroes than by celebrating our legacy on his birthday. To begin this evening on a note of remembrance and inspiration, let us watch a short tribute video dedicated to the life and legacy of Major James Thomas. Major James Thomas, a name that fills us with pride, courage and inspiration. Born on 6 September 1976, he hailed from Bikaner, Rajasthan. From a young age, he had the passion to serve the country, to be a part of something bigger than himself. After completing his schooling from Bikaner Boys School, he completed his graduation, and soon his dreams led him to the Indian Army, where he was commissioned into the 6th Light Infantry Regiment. His service to the nation was extraordinary, and he stood as a shining example of leadership and bravery. Poonch, January 2006, became the defining chapter of his life, where he led a mission to intercept terrorists. In the cold, harsh night, when many would falter, Major James stood tall. With unparalleled courage, he engaged with the enemy, single-handedly taking down 4 terrorists. But even as he was gravely injured, he did not retreat. He fought with unflinching determination, and in his final moments, he crawled towards more approaching terrorists, neutralizing the threat to his comrades. It was on that fateful day, 28 January 2006, that India lost one of its bravest sons. For his courage, Major James Thomas was awarded the Kirti Chakra, the nation's second highest peacetime gallantry award. He wasn't just a soldier. He was a symbol of duty, sacrifice and honor. His loss is not just a loss for his family, but for the entire nation. शहीद कभी मरते नहीं, वो हमारे दिलों में हमेशा जिंदा रहते हैं. Major James lives on in the hearts of every student who walks through the gates of Bikaner Boys School and in the soul of every Indian who values freedom. His sacrifice reminds us that the freedom we enjoy comes at a cost. As we remember Major James Thomas, let's also remember our duty towards this great nation. Jai Hind. Major James Thomas. And now, may I request all of you to kindly rise as we observe 1 minute of silence, a moment of respect for all our beloved alumni who have left us for their eternal rest. Thank you. And now, with hearts full of respect and spirits lifted with pride, let's move into the celebrations of the evening. It is my pleasure to invite our anchors for today, Mohinder ma'am and Captain ma'am, to take the program forward with their warmth and charm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kalila, and we will be your hosts for this beautiful evening. Every noble gathering finds its true beginning in prayer. For prayer connects hearts, uplifts spirits, and invokes divine blessings. With reverence, may I now invite our school choir to lead us with a prayer song, filling this alumni week with harmony and grace. So let there be showers of blessing upon us, O Lord.
Thank you for invoking God's praise through your soulful hymn. Light The lighting of lamp signifies the glory of truth over ignorance and the dawn of hope over despair. Today, as we gather here for this glorious alumni meet, let this sacred flame be the guiding light of our journey. To invoke divine blessings and to sanctify this event, I now humbly invite Reverend Father Manager Sadhu, BBS, former Principal Reverend Father Matthew, Reverend Father Shibu, Reverend Father Sandeep, Principal BBS, Reverend Father Jessic, Vice Principal BBS, Sister Ansley, KG in charge, and Satyendra Jha sir, representing the Alumni Committee and Organizing Committee to stage for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a ritual that marks not only the beginning of this celebration, but also the enlightenment of every heart present here. Please come. May this lamp glow as a symbol of unity, wisdom, and inspiration, illuminating our path with brilliance and blessing.
We humbly thank our distinguished guests from the bottom of our hearts for blessing this alumni meet with the glow of the ceremonial lamp. Every alma mater is defined not only by its walls and classrooms, but by the visionaries who breathe life into it. On this memorable evening, as we gather here to celebrate the bond of our alma mater and its cherished alumni, it is my proud honor to invite Reverend Father Jocelyn, our Vice Principal, to deliver the welcome address and bless the august gathering with his gracious words, which would indeed leave an indelible imprint on the minds and hearts of all those who hear it. Reverend Father Justin, please.
honorable dignitaries of the day, ladies and gentlemen, a warm good evening to one and all. I remember the first time I visited BBS as a brother, a seminarian. It was a prominently displayed installation of a huge Rubik's Cube in front of the school that welcomed me then and called the most of my attention. Perhaps because the first impression leaves the best impression always, the Rubik's Cube lingered in my memory lane for a long time, and whenever I heard BBS, the Rubik's popped up. Today, on this marvelous occasion of alumni reunion, the same Rubik's returns to my mind, much like how the individual colored squares of the Rubik's Cube align when solved. This event brings together the distinguished BBS alumni who are now established themselves in various locations and roles around the world. Yes, the boys are back to their alma mater. At this juncture, I, on behalf of the present school management, welcome the two former principals who are with us today, Father Matthew Kumbutal, CST, and Father Shibu Manajeri, CST. Father Matthew, who is presently working as a spiritual director of Little Flower Major Seminary, Alva in Kerala, served BBS for 9 years from 2000 to 2009, and Father Shibu, currently appointed as the manager of Little Flower Convent Senior Secondary School, Sri Muktsar Sahib in Punjab, also served 9 years from 2011 to 2009. With a rapturous round of applause, let's welcome these two towering figures of BBS. I also avail myself to welcome Reverend Father Saju Augustine, CST, the manager, Reverend Father Sandeep Thomas, CST, the principal, who are the genius speed cubers behind this grand alumni Rubik's Cube set arranged in such a spectacular fashion. Cordial welcome, dear fathers. I also welcome all the sisters present over here. Your presence adds cherry to this grand gathering. Welcome, dear sisters. I also avail myself of this opportunity to welcome all the former staff members of BBS whose hard work and toil in fact earned the name and fame for this prestigious institution. Hearty welcome, dear teachers. Finally, a huge welcome to all the eminent alumni of BBS. The cube would have remained unsolved and messy if you had turned your head away from our invitation. Thank you for responding positively to us and being present today, sacrificing all your personal commitments. With the classic BBS thunderous applause, let's welcome the stars of the day, the BBX. We are extremely happy to have the family members of some of the alumni with us today. Dear family members, now on BBS is not just a la-la land in your husbands or fathers or sons' stories. It is true and life-throbbing. You are also part of that. Hearty welcome to this alumni reunion and Bikaner Boys School family. As I conclude, let me remind you all, once a BBSian, always a BBSian. Once again, warm welcome to all of you present here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father. Your address has been a benediction in itself, inspiring, elevating, and unforgettable. Management lead with foresight. Teachers nurture with heart. Together they create generations that carry their legacy through the nations. The legacy of this institution shines brightest through the lives of its mentors. With hearts full of reverence and gratitude, may I request our beloved former managers, principals, and respected teachers whose wisdom and guidance shaped countless lives to kindly grace the stage for their felicitation. With deepest respect, we now invite Reverend Father Saju, Manager BBS, Reverend Father Sandeep Thomas, Principal BBS, Reverend Father Jocelyn, Vice Principal, to kindly grace the stage and felicitate those whose service and sacrifice remain the golden chapter of our school's history. Our former managers, principal, and teachers. I request Reverend Father Matthews and Reverend Father Shivu, please to grace the dais.
क्या करेंगे ये लोग?
I request all the teachers to please come up the dais. Diana ma'am, former teachers, Miss Alice, Sushma Arora ma'am, Diana ma'am, Chaudhary ma'am, Oli Goshal ma'am, Mrs. Bediwal ma'am, Alka ma'am, Alka Shwama ma'am, please give them a big round of applause for all our former principals, teachers. The interviews for hospitality and food are requested to see that the alumni are seated. request Reverend Father Thomas, the former manager. Please give him a big round of applause. Father Thomas, former BBS manager. Give a big round of applause for our managers, teachers, and principals. Thank you, Reverend Fathers, for sanctifying the felicitation with your touch of wisdom and warmth. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This single step was taken courageously in 1969 with the establishment of Bikaner Boys School, the first English medium school for the boys in Bikaner. The lamp of education was lighted and carried forward by the managers and principals over the years. Today, we are blessed to hear the vision and experience of some of those great fathers.
Hi everybody there. Wish I were with you at BBS right now. That very name evokes fond memories of Mathu's plays, of Doopy's hockey, Mehta's English. Of course, we cannot forget his physics and science exhibitions, the high quality of quizzes we had, the debates, sports, games, outings, picnics, parties. Some things I just cannot forget. That solitary winning goal of Anurag against Mayor College at Pinter's 58 maybe. Or Ajay Sharma calling his wicketkeeper Samson the black box. How we enjoyed it all in a spirit of togetherness. Congratulations for keeping up that same spirit at BPS year after year. And thank you for visiting me with your families right now. Has anybody become a grandfather? All the best. Have a grand time together. Bye.
My dear DBS community, it fills me with immense joy to know that BBS is hosting an alumni meet today. Though I regret being unable to join you in person, I am delighted to connect with my cherished friends through this short video message. Warm wishes to all the students and alumni gathered on the special occasion. May you relish every moment and treasure the opportunity to reconnect. My years as principal of BBS, that is 1987 through 1991, were marked with invaluable experiences, constant learning, and meaningful bonds with each of you. It was a transition time, and I made it, and I transmitted the legacy to my successors with joy and proud moments. These memories hold a very special place in my heart, and witnessing the legacy continue fills me with pride. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the management, principal, vice principal, and the entire staff and team for organizing such a memorable event. May today become an unforgettable chapter for every one of you, and may the spirit of unity and celebration continue to inspire all. May God bless one and all.
Wow, what a beautiful walk down the memory lane. I am sure the students, the alumni who have studied under Reverend Father Pinto and Reverend Father Joe must have already traveled back in time.
Now, I invite Mrs. Kanika Sari and Mrs. Rehnuma Hamid to take us through the next set of events.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste and good evening, everyone. I, Rehnuma Hamid, and I, Kanika Sari, welcome you all to this grand gathering, the alumni meet of our beloved Bikaner Boys School. Today, this premise is not just filled with people, it's filled with memories, emotions, and stories that go back decades. The good old school days, where every corridor carried some whispers, every classroom hid a tale, each nook and corner knew the secrets, and playground where bonds were made. The potpourri of friendships, smiles, sadness, and fun. So let's knock the old doors on this vibrant commemoration. So dear alumni, fasten your seatbelts because this evening is going to be a beautiful journey of nostalgia, laughter, pride, and togetherness. Now it's time to set the perfect tone for the evening and share the vision of Bikaner Boys School. We invite our respected manager, Reverend Father Saju, to set the theme for this alumni meet. Father, please.